For as long as I can remember, I've had the habit of trying to fix my problems as fast as I could, despite what Bonnie said. When I was 13, I asked my grandma, Lola, if we could make lunch. She tore open a bag of fish sticks, popped them into the pan, and we went to the living room to watch TV. The house started to smell a little funky after a while. I walked to the kitchen and saw the pan smoking a little, and all of a sudden it burst into flames. "Lola, get out of the house now," I yelled in my little 13-year-old voice. I grabbed the pan, brought it over to the sink, and turned on the water. The flames eventually went out and turned into a black smoke that shrouded the whole house with the smell of burnt fish sticks. It took me 3 seconds to react to something that I knew could harm my family and me. 3 seconds. The danger of a fire is so easy to see and act upon. Fast forward to college, I was excited to learn more about environmental topics, especially environmental justice, because it addressed issues of inequity. I created the Environmentalists of Color Collective with other UCLA students to raise awareness that people of color are so disproportionately affected by pollution and fossil fuels, yet often excluded from the environmental movement. The more I got involved in this work, the deeper I dove into what was happening in my own community and how serious the problems actually were. Just a few miles away from my home lies the Los Angeles Long Beach port, the single largest source of air pollution in Southern California. The average lifespan of my community is 5 years less than surrounding communities. What about threats like pollution and environmental degradation that aren't as easy to see as a fire? They can be as dangerous and potentially even more harmful. Looking back, I was a kid who was in love with being out in nature, yet I couldn't do that in my own neighborhood because my parents were afraid I'd have an asthma attack if I went outside. I normalized the thousands of trucks that crowded the freeways right by my house and the ships that crowded the ports. I normalized the oil rigs just a few hundred feet away from the beach I played in, the countless railroads, absurd number of auto repair shops, waste incinerator, the list goes on. What I thought was okay to live and breathe in was actually harming my health and the health of others around me. Why did I and my community deserve to live next to these toxic, poisonous places? After this shocking realization, I committed to myself to advocate for environmental justice in the work that I did. 3 seconds to react to a fire. 20 years to react to the harm of pollution because of how seemingly invisible it was at first. I challenge everyone here to stop and look around where you grew up or currently living. See what's happening around your school, your workplace, your community with a new set of critical eyes. You might be surprised at what you find. Thank you to the Earth Island Institute, everyone here tonight, the Environmentalists of Color Collective, Emma Finn, my co-fellow, Bonnie Benson, our advisor, my brother and sister, and my mom and dad. I'm truly grateful for and inspired by the youth here and everyone taking action in this movement. Thank you.